they don't die. I have 5th level spell slot. I said they don't die.
Oh, that's right, because I have a, what's it called again?
This spell, the 5th level spell, it just says, no, you don't die, and you get
Breath
healed.
of Life. Breath of Life.
Which is funny
That's
because
it.
the healing happens after they take the damage.
Yeah. Prevented from dying, you restore hit points equal to 4d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
The only problem is it doesn't work
also-
on death effects.
It doesn't work on like disintegration, yeah, but
And power word kill.
That's not for you to decide.
In general, it does.
In general, heal from 5e.
Nah, yeah, the death effects though, 6, you're fine.
Also, I do love, you do have, I do love you do, but you always have your final loot, your final fiddle sacrifice.
Wait, I forget what that was. Isn't it? It's like
It's
Gale's
sound
orb, right?
burst. No, somebody no. So what it is a, specifically in this case, it is a 40-foot burst of 10d10 damage. Sorry, 9d10 damage. And it's each creature. Does not specify enemies. Each creature must attempt a fortitude save or take 9d10 damage.
Excuse me, why did you get the power of Gale?
So if I want to, I could just wipe y'all out. I'm letting you know that.
You would
now.
legit, if they critically failed their fortitude save, you would actually kill them in one hit.
Actually, walk into the room, die, I'll grab a scroll of Breath of Life and bring you back.
Also, I don't think it changed
It doesn't
my
hurt.
thing, Zerda.
Which one?
My reactive.
Oh, it's because I
Yeah,
didn't
the
do it yet.
reactive is.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I need to. It's because I was trying to. I was trying to find the
Nah, you
tokens. I
Do
couldn't
you
find
want
them.
me to?
Yes.
Okay, give me
I've
a
been
one
saving
above
them
and
to
beyond
random
here.
spots that aren't where they need to go.
Alright, not that
Okay.
matters. The 2 items that everyone should have, including the frog. Well, except for the
Except
Mortalis
for
coin.
the frog.
Except for the coin. This and this.
apply to it so you can just click the thing and go to it.
Yep. Make sure add vote.
I'll remove all but one from my inventory.
I also made sure to grab the Breath of Life in case someone does.
I love it when people
Everyone's
actually prepare for my sessions.
Christ.
I got one thing, I got
It'll
a
be-
buff spell, I got a debuff spell, and I got a save your life spell.
I
The
got
buff
Oh,
spell-
that's like, yeah, everyone's prepared. Me who has to make a speech.
Oh, don't worry, Nilo, the buff spell is to light you on fire.
That's fine.
I also have Death Ward.
What's so scary about it? What's so scary about
It's
it?
the final boss, gotta use everything you got.
Oh, yeah, I
no, I'm
forgot, I gotta
scared to
find an
talk
image
in
of a
front
T-Rex.
Imaginary children.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, the
T-Rex.
dinosaurs. The dinosaurs.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaurs are...
There's dinosaurs on the 9th floor.
Oh yeah, I forgot you mentioned that, right?
I'm gonna grab
It was
some
supposed to. It was
oils.
supposed to eat shade, as a cruel
I'm going
twist
to
of irony.
choke this ghost out.
And then
I
we'll
mean, it can eat gas. That's not stopping this.
That's not stopping it.
It's not as funny eating cows.
It's hilarious.
No, instead, punch him in the face.
Deleting these Mortalis coins from my inventory.
Everyone wants to just punch Gaz. He hasn't done anything wrong.
I'm
Make
surprised
sure-
no one talked about how Ophelia and Nila were just like, yeah, he's got a really punchable face.
It's just like, yeah, you know,
Just heard that from the other room.
it's okay if we punch
Gaz
him.
is just in his bed crying, like, Ophelia said I have a punchable face.
And you're
Recall-
talking. He can.
You just recall knowledge. He finds out he's a nerd.
You guys were within 30 feet of me. I can sense things within 30 feet of me.
Wait, no, we were up on the 2nd floor, actually. So you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know we were talking shit.
He just had like a feeling on the back of his feathers. It's like someone's talking about me, and my nose hurts. My snout hurts.
Who wants to recap last session? We all actually lied, by the way.
We've been live. I was
I have
gonna
no
say,
idea.
like,
You think I know?
The
I
reason,
forgot
you know
this.
the reason why I asked y'all to give me what happened
Oh,
on
now I
last
remember.
session? Do you remember why? Do you know why I do that? Because you'll
Because
say
you
the
don't
only
remember it.
thing that you remembered, and if you remembered it, it means it was something that worthwhile happened.
Aww.
And I keep
Oh.
doing that.
No.
We
okay,
came
now
back
that
to
makes
the
me feel
visit.
bad because my memory's shitty.
Had some. We came back.
I think
we
trauma happened.
finalized.
And Turtle's doing it.
The turtles got.
Did we have the? Was that when we beat the fuck out of what's
Not
his
yet.
buckets and Terrio, and we dropped his ass on the
Yeah.
ground and
Yeah.
held him?
Yeah, you guys
To
pinned
be
him to the
fair,
ground.
Staring at him
To
through
be
the,
fair,
the hole in the wall.
before I let them
Yeah,
try
yeah,
to
yeah.
get the best of me, I let you
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, sure you did.
No.
Yeah.
You rolled a
Anyways,
competing check. You failed by 10.
Yeah. Bloom told me to sick them, and that was the end of that story. And then we learned that Teriel had a symbol similar to some of the flame symbols, but it was an old symbol, and that he's been there for like 500 years probably, and was there the last time this shit went down, but decided to dip before they went for the tower. And then Bloom said, "I fuck your life, Bing Bong," ran away. Farah, or not Farah, Jin came over. They had a little moment. It was sweet. It was adorable. I loved it. Anyways, and then they came back. We all kind of grouped up at this point. Met up with our new companion, Gaz the Spaz. No, I'm just kidding. Gaz. A
Lizzie.
little kobold who it was supposedly the architect of the
Yep.
gauntlet. Once we kind of figured that out, we then made our way back into town. We got a message saying, "Hey, you, the children, they kind of sad. Can we get a little help?" But we didn't hear about that. Just Nilo did, because Nilo got a special private message. And then they had a whole chat with Ophelia. Ophelia and Teriel, mainly Teriel, was being summoned by Kianus Rebus.
He wasn't summoned.
I thought Teriel was summoned.
No, it said let
No.
other people do the important stuff. You go handle the children, let others actually do what they need to. It was a
Yeah.
private letter to Nilo. Nilo just shared it with everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, because Nilo doesn't like keeping secrets. It causes problems.
Farah was serving alcohol and or getting a little tipsy herself anyways. So
Gaz failed a recall knowledge check on the alcohol.
Gaz critically succeeded on a recall knowledge check that the GM said no.
but the thing was, Teriel got her fucked up a lot harder than the rest of us. V decided to stand out and be sentry just in case Teriel tried to do any shenanigans. Farah begrudgingly took care of Teriel, and then Nilo jumped on top of Teriel to watch him as he slept, and Ophelia did the worm and just slithered up next to him while he slept as well. So we had a lot of people watching him. Nobody was watching Gaz.
And there was a few other heart-to-heart moments too with other people.
Yes.
Yeah. Ophelia and Teriel had a little heart-to-heart, and we found out that Nilo is a heart fruit bat and can eat mangoes.
It traumatized the child.
As per normal.
She's like, oh yeah, I don't have to eat children.
I don't have to eat
And then the Leshy Academy.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that.
I'm still getting some consumables.
And everyone got their like 10th long rest this session.
The 10th long rest of this entire campaign.
We are now on day like 15.
We're on day 11. We barely have made it 2 weeks.
I don't even think we're even on 11. I'm gonna be honest.
Probably less. Honestly.
I think we could go back and count. It's been
I
it's been
did.
a couple days.
It's basically around day 20, honestly. If you count back.
Ooh, we're
It's
doing
fun.
this in less than a month. We're fucking speedrunning this shit.
Fine, let's speed run it. One day, finish it.
So after this beautiful long rest, you're so tired you slept in for like a month. So a month later,
We wake up and we suddenly
Wake
get
up
hit
and the
with,
war is over.
yeah,
Wake me up.
you know, you wake up in the tavern. Everyone roll initiative to see who wakes up first.
Well, initiative to see what's over. Burning. Like,
Yeah,
pretty
put us
much
in
always-
combat first. Oh my god.
That was the
Okay.
wrong thing.
Not
You
that it
can- we
matters, but Neil.
No,
I'm
I just
They
roll
burning.
can't
it.
roll initiative.
Well, you
You
have to
know,
put us in combat.
Oh.
Just roll a
Um.
d20 then.
No, I was gonna say, no, hold on, we got this.
I mean, it's like perception
Now roll
and
initiative.
are the same anyways, and like
Oh hey, look at that.
Who has the
Yeah.
highest perception, actually? Anyways?
It might be Farah,
You.
probably.
As
how
does-
my
There-
31
Oh.
go to an 18?
Oh no, it's because you have incredible
Yeah, I got
initiative.
Yeah, Pharaoh has one higher than me.
You
But
have-
it's you that
Okay.
from initiative. It makes me higher.
I
Guys,
would-
we-
Give- I'll
Terriel's
give this
still-
to you.
Terriel's still asleep.
Here you go.
It's
I'll
me.
give this to you. Take this.
Actually,
I'm
Teriel
burning
has
all
no
my gold
choice.
with this.
He rolled a 20. At least going by initiative, I rolled an 18. He has no choice.
This is
Here.
very important.
Are you giving the spirit
V, roll initiative to see who wakes up first.
I'll give this straight to Farah, I'm guessing.
And you can.
And that's when the T-Rex shows up.
Won't do it. Just give it.
Fox,
Wait,
can you roll me? Can you roll me the initiative, Fox? Fox might be AFK.
Ah, there we go. I didn't know I could do it like that.
Oh,
There we go.
Gone
actually.
forever. And even then, he kind of.
I thought V didn't
I was
sleep.
gonna,
So
I
what?
was gonna say, V doesn't sleep anyway.
He's just a little bit. He has a slight rebooting phase.
Oh hell yeah! Give me those extra bonuses.
Just getting that Windows update.
So Gaz, you were the first one to wake up in the room. You see the surrounding area. You see Farah, everyone else still asleep. The lights are dim. Thank goodness you have dark vision.
Dark vision. He's gonna wake up. He's gonna start like getting out some ink on his, and then write on his book, and his scrolls prepared for the day. Writing those down. Everyone starts to wake up around him.
Ophelia, it is your go. You wake up.
Ooh. I'm actually gonna wake up, sit up carefully so as not to wake up Ariel yet, and just see Gaz across. Oh, good morning, Gaz.
Your morning available.
Did
Yeah,
you
turn
sleep
on-
well?
I did sleep quite well as as you see him writing down.
Something bothering you?
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm writing down. I've been working on scroll. I think scroll thaumaturgy in my spare time. Able to write simple spells down for use for the day.
Hmm.
Quite handy.
Very resourceful.
As they
Did you
were.
sleep?
Go ahead.
That's good. Did you sleep well, Ophelia?
Yes, I slept better than usual, I think.
Very good.
It's about that time as they're kind of whispering, Farah, your unnaturally high perception finally kicks in, and you realize people are talking around you.
So Farah's going to as she kind of wakes up. She wakes with a start, and you just hear her kind of yell out into the room, "Jin!" And her arm kind of lurches forward like she was trying to grab them from something in the dream, and were pulled out of it just at the last moment. And they kind of looks at both of you and just kind of goes, "Morning," and kind of just lurches out of bed and starts checking on Teriel.
Be
What?
cautious. There is a fire frog.
She will still check on Teriel.
Okay. Just know that Ruby's
There's
there.
just a totem pole.
You also
and
see a
Nilo
very
as well.
small, as Nilo is kind of over there, you also see a very small cat-looking like spirit thing that seems to be resting on top of Nilo.
So it would be Teriel, Nilo, Ruby, and then Honey. So
What the fuck? What? This is getting.
Why do you have so many pets, Nilo?
Yeah,
What I'm
Teriel.
talking-
Yeah, at least get a call
I
on
mean,
Teriel
if you
first.
think about it, it's also technically Nilo and like Melfesto at the same like point, because Melfesto is just still under Nilo's wing. So yeah.
Sarah's
my
just
God.
checking the IV at this point and just kind of looking at the chaos of the totem pole, and it's just like, I can push them over, it'd be very funny.
The IV, specifically IVY. You
Yeah.
wrapped him in IV.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was using. And was that not clear? What I was talking about? Like,
The
Is
IV.
it poison ivy?
no.
Roll me a fortitude save, Teriel. Let's see if it's any better than your initiative.
No. It's IV. That's what's taking the fluids through it, is a string of IV.
You're safe this time. About this time, oddly enough, Teriel, you begin to come to as you wait. Actually, no, V. You're seeing so much motion going on in the room. How do you react to this? Everyone seems to be awaking.
Window breaks combat roll.
Are you muted, buddy?
Are you okay, Fox? You okay, Fox?
You may have
Heard
needed to
that.
take King out.
Up.
No, no, King's in the back.
That sounds normal. Okay, he's doing fine.
What are you doing, V? You see, everyone seems to be waking up except Teriel and Nilo so far. Teriel begin to look like they're coming too soon.
I mean, as right now, the only thing Micah is still doing is waiting for it to start and keeping an eye on Ontario. The last thing he was asked to do, and he's sticking to it.
Give me a perception check.
So,
You have like you're a moderate eye on Teriel. They're covered in so many animals at this point, you can't really see them as their whole body. Speaking of Teriel, you feel as you begin to kind of come to, Teriel, you feel a heavy weight on your chest, like something is pressing down, almost like leaving an impression into your body. And then you look down and you see Nilo on top.
Is this like a alright? Is it like a totem pole thing that's going on, or wait? What,
Yes.
Yes, it's okay. So there's Nilo curled up on you, and then on top of Nilo is Ruby, and on top of Ruby is Honey, which is just a small, I think, two
Cat.
inch, 5-inch like cat.
Fairy. It feels
that
like a
just
fairy.
Won't get hurt. It's like a fairy. It's just transparent cat spirit. That until now, you never really noticed.
How long would I have to wait here for?
The cat seems to be purring. If you move, it will wake up and stop purring. That is the consequence of moving.
God fucking damn! I'm literally stuck here.
you live here now?
Yeah, you live here now. I'm sorry.
Ophelia looks down at Nilo and is just, how many pets does Nilo have again?
5.
We should probably talk to him.
It might be a problem. It might be a whole newfound
He
family kind of
might,
situation.
he might have a bit of a
Hoarding
Yeah.
situation.
You want to talk to the vampire about the problems they have?
I mean,
Like I'm a
sure.
threat.
You're
I
asleep,
mean,
Nilo.
it's Nilo we're talking about here. If there was any other vampire, I'd maybe be a little worried, but it's Nilo, you know.
It's true. We really should get it sorted. If we just happen to make the frog disappear, though, I'm not gonna say anything.
No, we're not doing that. We'll see if we can find a place, someone to take care of them, so that way Nilo doesn't have to keep fetching them around.
I'm just saying, the frog could disappear for good.
No.
What's the worst that would happen?
Sarah?
What's the worst that could happen?
No.
Wow.
Saber, can you
Fine.
post Honey's image again?
Yes, I can post my image.
I
I'll
never
put it
actually-
in,
Yeah, go and
yeah,
put
I'll
it in
put
there.
it. I'll put it. Jesus. Give me a second. It'll take me a minute. I'm trying to turn on my other laptop.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Mm.
As I need to eventually. I never actually made them a token. I should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah.
You wake
It was
up.
never
and-
really needed, but yeah.
There you go. You got something.
You just hear, you kind of hear the general sounds of merriment coming from the inn. As you kind of look out, you see a few children playing outside the inn. Specifically, what looks to be a pair of dwarf children. That seem to be that you've noticed several times come around in the morning. You would probably make a safe assumption that these are the kids of the dwarves that keep spending all night in the tavern. And you kind of see them after they're talking. They seem to be discussing, like, pointing at like each other and being like, kind of like, Nilo, you're waking up at this point, by the way. Like you were waking up and
Yeah.
you're kind of
yeah,
seeing.
I'm sorry, Ariel, but you're getting some claws in your chest. Just a little bit.
Just gonna do stretchy. Go ahead and give me a perception check, Nilo.
Just normal perception. Got it. Shitty. I cannot perceive. I am just waking up.
I was gonna say you know
Perception check was great earlier, not now.
So how many biscuits does Nilo make on Ontario in this interim?
It's a question. Does Terrio have chest hair?
Right now, I'll tell you this: Terrell sleeping.
Let's say like 16. So like eight each paw.
Yeah. So does Terrio have chest hair?
I wouldn't imagine so, but I don't know. Is the real good question?
It's your character. It can literally be
I
yes
don't
or
know.
no.
It's not
Wouldn't
something that
imagine,
really
so that
like,
means
you know,
no.
I don't think so.
That means
That's a
you can
no.
just say no.
No.
There's not a consequence here. It's just do they
I
have?
just feel it doesn't, so it's like okay, it's just like a weird question to be asked. It's like
I
Well,
mean,
it's
it is
g-
very important for this dynamic, right?
Yeah, it's because if you were laying on there, I was gonna have Neela pull out some of your chest hair,
ouch.
but you don't have chest hair because you're smooth.
It doesn't matter. It's claws.
You leave like a small scratch on it. As you see like the crystal ion stone begin to glow and like heal over the claw marks.
It's
Yeah,
like
I'm
Nilo
down.
just like sits up carefully as he like kind of nudges Ruby off, as he just licks his paw on top of you after making said, or he makes the biscuits, then licks his paw, just sitting there, waking up still. Okay, I wasn't downstairs when that happened, but you got drunk off your ass.
You had a sip of their, I believe it's Yin's special brew they usually drink. And it took you one sip and you were flat out on the floor. Honestly.
You're worse than me.
Really?
Why are you you were more of a lightweight than me. I didn't drink it either, but like so I can't compare, but you are a lightweight. It takes me at least like 5. Like
Are you feeling alright, Terrio? Not over anything like that?
Oh, if you are, and then Farrah walks over with
Go ahead, roll
a
that D20
red.
certificate.
It's a red bubbling concoction with
Okay.
other random brown bits kind of floating in it. Drink this, you'll feel better.
Okay, we're good. You know, he's not good
I
now.
feel about half-half as Daryl just goes ahead and accepts the drink without even thinking about it.
Well, I guess it could be this. It's good at least.
What does the drink taste like?
Raw egg, buffalo sauce, pickle juice,
Why the pickle juice?
and coffee grounds.
Why the coffee?
Not
It's
the
called
coffee.
after. Why
The
coffee?
The grounds, not the actual coffee.
No.
Point. It's still coffee. It's coffee grounds is just not brewed coffee. That's all it is.
Yep.
Like,
That's worse.
spicy.
You save against the booze concoction. Oddly enough, before you even begin to drink it, you realize that there is no hangover. There's memory loss, but there's no actual hangover. Whatever the brew that was made, still kind of produces that. It's almost as if the hangover, like, it's like not even exists. It's like you have like the memory loss, which is almost the intended like derivative of alcoholism, but you don't feel the negative consequences of that. Now, in fact, you actually feel a little bit braver, like feeling deep inside your soul, you feel a lot more confident today. Something about just waking up, like there's a certain fire in your chest that wasn't normally there, and you're not really too sure how to explain it, but you just feel like you could do just a little bit more today for some reason.
What the hell are we doing today?
Well, you
Well.
were going to talk. Well, Nilo was going to the school. I believe you were going. You wanted to talk to Fiona.
Yeah. I'm tired. Please roll perception.
Are you?
Just-
Oh God, no!
No.
I'm scared.
Oh no. Definitely not perception. You're really. Please stop. No.
Is anyone going to roll above a 30?
Would like to use my hero point?
Oh, wait,
30, hold
Farrah.
on.
Farrah's... Yasmin, thank you for rolling this.
Oh my. Can we use the actual rules?
I was gonna do some secret rolls, but I'm like public sure, but I'm just like just the all below 30 rolls. Nilo is the only one, as you have almost like an acute hearing, Nilo, you can hear the sounds in the very distance out the window, almost the sounds of some sort of like almost like bell ringing, not in like a danger tone, but like as if kind of like either starting the day or alerting something is being started. It's coming in the direction of the school. And you only know it because you've flown over the town so much. You're able to notice as you kind of remind yourself, and you remember that there was a bell above the school.
Are you late for something?
I never
Really?
said. I never warned them. I was just showing up. But yeah, I think that's the school bell. I probably should go. I'm not prepared at all. This will be fine. It'll be fine.
Make sure there's no assassins, no dead children.
What?
Make sure there's no dead children, no assassins and stuff.
Yeah.
You'll have Gaz with you. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Gaz might
we'll be
not
fine.
be. I mean, yeah.
I'll be fine.
Make sure I punched him while he was asleep.
I can hear you over there. Oh.
No, you can't.
She narrows her eyes at Nilo and she says, "No, remember what we agreed."
When he's asleep, exactly. Okay, but yeah.
And Gaz just like looks away from him writing down on his scroll to just glare at Nilo.
He gives you this toothiest grin. Okay, but yeah, no. I need to go. Gaz, I guess. Come on.
Yeah, let's go.
Y'all be safe
Mhm.
with doing whatever y'all are doing today.
Good luck,
Yes.
Nilo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if there's any problem, he's gonna grab one of the scrolls he worked on and hand it to Ophelia. Is that how I give item? I don't know how to give items to someone. There it goes. There you go.
How heavy would you say Gaz is?
Gaz is like 25 to 30 pounds, including the book.
Could I logically carry Zerda?
Yes. Realistically, yes. You're
But
gonna,
if
you're
I
gonna
were
lose
to-
some move speed, but that's the worst. You just lose a little bit of move speed.
Because
I'm a
my
small.
movement is 40. Because if that's the case, am I allowed to pick him up and just fly to the school?
Yes, you're allowed to put him in the bag of holding. Oh.
I have my own bag of holding that he will suggest. I have my own bag of holding. I rather this as he pulls out this nicely well-crafted bag of holding.
I'd like to remind you, Gaz doesn't have to breathe to live.
Exactly.
And I don't. If that's the case, I don't want to hear it. I'm just going to get the bag of holding and just going to scoop you up without consent.
He's gonna try. He's gonna try to fight you. He's gonna fight you unless you put him in his bag of holding. He doesn't trust what's in your bag. He hasn't seen your bag.
Which bag of holding do you put him in?
I only have. Fine. He'll take yours, and he's still going to scoop you up without consent.
Technically, you wouldn't know about his bag of holding because you're doing this before he knows you're doing this.
Yeah, actually, yeah. He has no consent. Fuck you. It's mine.
I will roll a competing check against you.
That's fine.
For scoopage. Oh no, look it, I picked 2 skills today. I'm master in acrobatics for countering.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me an athletics.
I can't wait for the next one. It's gonna be hilarious.
I'm also master in athletics today.
He says a master in athletics.
Okay, well
roll
done,
that one. Oh, so close.
Doesn't matter.
You rolled a 13, and you were almost 20 below.
Yeah. So, yeah, you are getting scooped up, and you are going over his shoulder like generic Santa Claus. Basically.
You just hear a yelp, and then he just gets scooped, and then he just goes in the bag.
Yeah, and Nilo's going to turn to everyone, sort of like salute in a weird way, and just be like, see y'all later, and just goes out of the tavern and just flies towards the school.
Well, I'm sure they'll get along just fine, right?
Hey guys.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Guys.
Yes.
Roll me initiative.
Oh my
God damn it!
Oh yeah, you're in the bag, man. Oh yeah, the fun times.
It's like Nilo doesn't know anything's wrong with his bag.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Bring me to the battle mat. Let me fight this bag.
It's like
So
I've had a good reason to avoid it the entire time until now. Nilo just doesn't care.
Oh yeah, the
It's just like,
Bodak's in the thing. I forgot about that. You should
I don't
smoke that.
remember Bodak. What?
Yeah, remember we killed it, but it's probably not dead. So yeah, let's go fuck him
Yeah.
up.
Oh yeah, the one that tried to friend Nila. Oh my god!
actually
I
wanna see
told you
this
guys you
happen.
shouldn't have kept that.
Okay, wait.
I'm
let me
sorry,
try
I
it.
was keeping bodies, okay?
Yeah.
It was as evidence.
I think it was the grandma's body also. So you're probably fighting like 3 Bodaks. Oh, you are
No,
fighting 3
no,
Bodaks.
the grandma's body I kind of just left at the jailhouse for them to take care of. The only bodies I have is the assassin and that.
No, I'm talking about the actual grandma's body.
So as Nilo
Yeah,
looks in
that's
this
That's what I'm
bag,
saying.
as Nilo looks in this bag, it seems to be playing dead. You see the body. The body's been playing completely dead this entire time. Every time Nilo's opened the bag, there's been a roll to see if they can actually notice it being alive, and they have been able to fail every single time they look in the bag. But as you go in the bag of holding, and you're finally in the bag of holding, you look and you see the bow deck, and you're small. You don't even have to roll. You're small enough to know this thing isn't actually dead. Whatever this thing is, you recall, this thing plays dead. It plays dead, waiting for its victims to come close to check out the corpse so then it may attack its opponent. It's still playing dead right now, Gaz.
But yeah.
It's playing dead at this exact moment. But you know that you are now alone in this.
How much space is there in a bag of holding between me and it?
20 feet.
Okay. Gaz is gonna sit over here, look at it, and try to just recall any information he has on this thing.
You do. Like, you as you know that if you basically, it does say a living creature. It doesn't apply to you. Luckily, you know that it seems to have a specific thing against living creatures. You figured that you would at least be immune from that. You would recall that it also has sunlight vulnerability, as well as negative healing. And you know the fact that they resurrect.
Speaking of something, goddamn.
He's just gonna sit on the opposite corner from it and just leave it alone.
It has a weakness to good.
Ah, that's great. I don't deal good damage. Actually, wait a second. I can do good damage. I'm a thumb.
After a while, it feels the bag close up again, knowing the bag is now closed. It stands up and starts wandering around the bag. Slowly, as you see it turn its smoky eyes to you, Gaz. And it screeches inside this bag while Nilo is running towards making their way towards it. I will
Is it
give you
rushing?
top of the initiative.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Gaz has yet to have a combat encounter.
Gaz
Please give Gaz his moment.
It's time each round of combat. You do a recall knowledge. Yep. Okay.
I will say all your recall knowledges are already done on this thing. If there's any recall knowledge effect, assume it is done.
Okay. Well, I have to do a recall knowledge. I'll just assume that they're all good because I get bonuses from recall knowledge at the start of my turn.
Pass all recall knowledges on this thing.
So I know all of its abilities. So I know its hit points and AC.
Yes.
How much health and AC does this thing have?
160 and an AC of 27.
Jesus Christ.
It's immune to disease, paralysis, unconsciousness, poison, death effects. And it loves to play dead. It only has a speed of 20 though.
Only has a speed of 20. And does it only have a 5-foot reach?
Yes.
Okay. Could go through all my things. Okay.
If you take more than 30 seconds, it will start its initiative instead.
That's fine. I'm gonna exploit vulnerability on it. This is just to get my bonus damage stuff to my skills. Yep.
It moves 5 feet closer.
Does that succeed? Crit succeed?
Assume this is all gonna succeed.
Assume all gonna
because you
succeed.
studied it in advance.
Okay, how high is its good weakness?
10.
It's 10? Okay.
Yes. It slowly gets closer.
I am taking my turn. This is how long it's up.
It uses its legendary action to move 5 feet closer.
I'm gonna intensify. That means I roll 2d20s. And then I'm gonna shoot it. Normal shot. And then I get 2
and I miss, and I shoot, and I miss again, and I shoot, and I miss a third time.
I get a popsicle. I miss.
There, I use my ability to re-roll a thing. I do damage. It does 10 more damage because it does good damage. I move. I move back. I move back away from it, 25 feet.
You're now at the edge of the bag. As it's gonna take 2 actions to get up to you.
Oh wait,
then
I
it's
can use
the
my
roll.
special ability. Wait a second here. Don't think I forgot about this. I rolled
Yep.
d20. I can use it against it or for it. Okay, that's gonna be against it then.
It smacks you.
It
It
smacks
hits.
me.
That's all
It
of its
hits.
actions.
I take damage. Oh, it only did damage for me. I start my turn again.
You start your
I
turn again.
redo. I redo weakness exploit to just refresh the die to something better than a 15 for me.
Better than a 15.
There, 2. Now I'm gonna make it roll a 2. I run away from it.
Attack of opportunities.
This thing has attack of opportunities. Okay.
Smacks you.
Multiple of them.
Misses.
It misses. I use my intensify. I roll 2 d20s.
There you go.
I crit it. It also takes double. It also takes double good damage.
24. That's gonna be 34 damage, which is 44 damage.
44 damage. That's my turn.
Goes up. You're almost at the edge of the bag again. Nilo is currently racing towards the town.
Mm-hmm.
It smacks.
I make it roll. I make it roll a 2, so it
It
misses.
fails. It tries to roll again. It fails.
I do my recall knowledge check as a seed. I make it roll. I roll another d20. I'm gonna have a 19. I'm not even gonna use my intensify. I'm gonna just make my roll 19. This is a 37. It's a crit.
37 is actually the exact number you need to crit.
It does crit damage. That's an extra 20 good damage.
It takes 42 damage.
Oh my
I
god.
shoot it again. I miss. I run
Miss.
away. I run away.
Goes up to you. It still wants to smack you. It misses. It wants to smack you.
I do my recall knowledge check. I get another d20. I get a 12.
The double now.
I use it. I use my intensify. I roll 2 d20s. Plus, this supposed to be a +1 on this. I roll another one. I roll using. Roll a 5th. I shoot it. Add 10 for good damage.
Yeah, I'm
Takes-
impressed. Gaz is holding his own a bit.
It takes 22 damage.
I run away.
It gets attack of opportunity.
Only if Nilo knew this was
Well-
happening, he'd have respect for Gaz.
No one is going to get to see him 1v1
Okay.
the boat at. It goes up.
Okay.
It does a claw attack at you. You're
Hmm.
slowly taking. Whoop. Reverse that.
Yeah, click right,
It's
right,
gonna do a
right on the
second
right.
attack. Guys, it's almost.
Actually, wait, he's gonna use the 12 on that roll, so it rolls a 26, barely missing him.
It barely inches out it. It's your go,
I
guys. It's at
I use my
29
weakness
life.
exploit. I
You have
roll a
44.
d20. A 13. I use he's gonna shoot it. He's not even gonna intensify. He shoots it. He hits. He does 23 damage.
It has.
He shoot.
You know, it has 6 life left.
He shoots it again using the 13. Using the 13 to make it a 30. To make it what a. Not 32, a 27.
27 is its AC.
I roll damage again. It takes 19 good
dies.
damage. It dies.
And Nilo will never fucking know.
No one will ever
As,
know.
as
Yeah.
far as Gaz knows, as far as Neela knows, it's still just the same dead body. He just attacked a dead body.
Now it's an actual dead body.
Gaz is like breathing heavily. His gun is like brightly shining with holy radiance, and he's just and Nilo just hears like mumbled cursing and their name
Yeah.
being said.
As soon as he it's like all of a sudden you see a bright light as Nilo like puts his arm in to like grab you.
And you
He shoots
you
the
call
arm.
him out.
Yeah,
He
pulls you
shoots-
out. Yeah.
No. He shoots the arm first.
It
What?
does it.
Yeah.
Roll an attack. This is gets flat-footed. Then you shoot Nilo.
I had
Damn.
good damage.
Nilo,
Ridiculous.
Nilo luckily only has a weakness 2 to good.
Uh,
Nilo, you just feel the searing pain of something hit your arm as you reach in
I was
there.
gonna say it's like I think positive damage is what I'm bad against
It's-
because good damage doesn't make sense for me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
positive.
positive.
Yeah.
Holy radiance. You see your hand glowing with holy radiance where the bullet hit you.
Why'd you shoot me?
You pull out
Just
his head. He
look at-
looks very grumpy and glaring at you.
What did I do? All I did was put you in a
All
bag.
you did
We're
was
here.
You put me in a body in the bag. What's
Yeah.
a bodak. You put me with a bodak.
The fuck is a bodak?
He's gonna pull out the corpse. This thing that was in here. These things
thought it
play
was dead.
dead. They play
Oh.
dead. And you left me with that as you see multiple claw marks on his face.
Hey, you beat it to death. Solo. That actually took all of us to beat at one point. So
That's
That's-
pretty good.
I guess okay.
So you get one
For
shot
you.
in the hand for putting me in that situation.
Also,
that's
as he says
33
for you, he
HP.
just looks you up and down and is just like, for you. But
He's ready for another shot.
no, okay, just we are in front of a school. Do you want?
You,
not
he
competing,
brought a
that's
gun.
it.
He brought a gun to school. I didn't realize you were playing America.
No!
Oh
Why would
my
you do
God,
that?
Serna.
That's so bad, Serna.
No.
You've got
You
78
said
minutes
that.
before
I
it's a
was
problem.
about to. I stopped myself.
Please,
okay.
please put the gun away, Gaz. Please put the gun away. I will metal check you at the door. I will vibe
Gaz.
check you at the door.
Yes, puts it in the bag in his own bag of holding. Since they're outside the store right now.
What is in your bag of holding?
Just the gun, that's it.
Can
Also,
you please put the body back in my bag of holding since you brought it out
Yeah,
in
he's
front of a
Hold
school?
on. I have a question.
to be
for
fair, I
Kaz.
couldn't tell
Yeah.
we were in the school, the glare in my eyes after being in the bag.
Hold on, I have a
there's
question.
some
This
small children staring at you as you do this.
Hold
It's
on,
not
I have-
All the
Grandma.
small children looking out the window are just like, what are they yelling about?
He's
Fox,
gonna
Fox
just
has a question.
Yeah, Kaz,
Yeah.
what is your bag of holding shaped like?
my bag of holding is shaped like.
Matt,
feel like-
does it look like a backpack?
Uh,
I figured it looks like a dragon's like.
no, it's not a backpack. It's like, he doesn't have the bag in the picture. Think of it as like a fanny pack, I guess.
Oh
A
my
really,
god.
really large fanny pack.
Worse than I was trying to make it seem.
So,
Ophelia with
You made it worse.
sleeves. And we
yeah.
got Kaz with a fanny pack, and then we have
Oop.
Mila with just a a sack, just like a burlap sack.
So Teriel, this is the dead body that was this wasn't the one that was the Bodak. This was the second. This was the assassin's dead body that y'all didn't double tap. This was the assassin's. This is the first one.
Gas is gonna use the healing potion he just bought.
Swear to God. I don't want to go through the whole entire stream, but I will go through the whole entire stream just to check if I did actually double tap it.
Well,
You
now
can't
it's-
see if you don't
think
know
we
how to
did.
kill it. You don't exactly like if you keep the dead
I
body in
literally
all the
said
parts.
every single time, except for that. I think
Wait, I'll be
the
back real.
that we would burn the body.
It long rested. Actually, no, you didn't burn the body because Nilo kept the body in the condition it was in to show everyone
I
the
kept it
markings.
because- yeah.
they-
Remember?
Yeah.
I would just skin the damn thing, but yeah.
No, you
But
didn't. They
that's
just
thing,
took the whole
though.
body.
Mila was just like, I'm going to just take the body and show it to Yin.
I could
And
just
Milo
skinned it
never
for
had
ya.
the
It's
actual
whatever, it's
opportunity
whatever.
to do so.
He finally killed what was in the bag this whole time.
How many of these kids have lemons?
Also, that
actually-
one kid that you resurrected should definitely be a kid at this school, logically. So,
Yeah, go
So
deal with
you're
Bloom Child.
to school with the gun.
Oh yeah, you weren't here for that.
Physically or like
In the character.
For what? What?
in character?
Ri-
Yeah, in character.
Rio wasn't. Rio wasn't.
Yeah.
Or when,
It was the one that it was
Bloom
whenever
died.
whenever Bloom went over to Farah.
Mm.
Yeah, Terry
Also,
was
yes.
there for that.
You notice
Rio was
outside the school, Nilo, there is a humongous lemon tree outside the front of the school, and there seems to be like small little wooden figures that looks like they were carved by children, all in a circle around the tree.
why are there rabbits here?
The rabbits have decided to join the town to get safe haven, so they've joined the class.
What would you do this to me? Okay, when I notice these children, I'm going to turn my back to everyone and pull out rabbit jerky to, like, subside myself because I don't have mangoes on me.
I'm gonna have the
How
rabbit
much gold
child-
do you have, by the way?
I'm gonna have the rabbit child, since they're in the back of the room, I'm gonna have them roll a perception check. I want you to make me a stealth check.
How much gold do you
Hopefully
have
I
saved,
roll
by the
these-
way?
What?
How much gold do you have?
Let me look. 83.
You have 83 gold, and you didn't think of spending even like 3 gold on food.
I did, on rabbit jerky. This was before I found out that mango works.
Okay, that was the child's roll. They do not notice the fact that you eat the flesh of their own kind.
God damn it.
You see the young, very enthusiastic Southern Belle looking teacher up in the front. There's also a skull on the. There's also a few skulls in the back of the table. It's a very darker setting. They seem to be looking at. There's seems to be some kind of like circle with like runic magic. You're unsure of what is being taught in this school, but whatever it is extremely magical.
Whatever it is, kind of concerning.
And that, kids, is how the theory of the necromantic revolution started in the great tower that started our town. And they say, "Oh, General Nilo, welcome on into class. I didn't realize, do you have a family member here?" She kind of steps forward, brushing off her little dress a little bit to make sure that she's pristine. She almost stands up, almost like a pure straight back with her little ruler in her hand, and she's kind of like, "I don't remember recalling having any of your children in this class, General Nilo, or did you come here for business of some sort?"
Technically, the letters I received, I was...
"Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Yes, the children were having a writing day in class, and everyone decided they wanted to write to you. I didn't mean to intrude on your regular business days. I'll make sure to give the letter to other departments next time. I wasn't
Oh,
aware
no,
that it would."
It's fine. I had... today isn't, too busy. That's the only reason I came and was able to.
You gonna see? Now everyone clap your hands and give General Nilo a warm welcome. As you guys see, remember, Charlie Ma. And they would see them all kind of like clap their hands together, and they all just kind of say this like phrase that you're really unfamiliar with, but they all just say Charlie Ma, all in their little voices. It means welcome.
Oh, thank you. Sorry if I also kind of intruded by like, I didn't have time to give a, warning.
No. Come in. Here, close the door behind you. I wouldn't. Who is your friend? I haven't seen him. Is he one of the other commanders of the army?
Uh,
Not Commander, just
I'm
uh,
Gaz. I'm Nilo's assistant. For all their commanding duties.
She does a small
yeah.
curtsy. Shalima to you as well. And you can see all the kids. Shalima.
Nilo closes the door behind him before he starts walking in. As he like looks over at Gaz, and is just like, I realize I never had this set up. Oh no.
It's
All
fine.
You,
Wonderful.
you see like very alchemical ingredients on each of the children's desks. You see like there's a small candle like writing on each of the desks.
If I may ask, what exactly are they learning today?
General Nila, of course. Well, with the upcoming war and everything, we decided to accelerate the children's programming. Today we're learning protection runes. And you kind of see, remember kids, Fortala, Zihala. And you kind of see them all repeat this phrase as like a small like magical circle appears in each of their desks. And on each of the desks you see like almost like a web of magic that seems to like go along the desk, that almost as if it is protecting it. Very good.
Useful. Nilo's kind of like fidgeting with his paws a little behind his back. He's just like trying to think of what to say because he kind of was like, okay, I gotta go to the school, and didn't think anything past that.
Did you
didn't think about the school, what type of school it was at all.
Did you if you wanted to investigate the school's lectures, I'm sure I can here, let me see if I can find the school curriculum here. Let's see if I can find, let's see, we have Alchemy of Protection, we have class on Firebolt 101, and here we go. I could get you a planner of our upcoming study increments if you would like to review the lessons. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
Nilo kind of looks back at Gaz for any kind of help.
Gaz is just smiling, looking at you. He's still mad at you. He's like, well, Commander Nilo, what would you like to teach the class today?
Kind of
yeah.
You guys see, oh well, if like I said, this was part of the new program put in by Kianis. He wanted all the kids to learn magic to protect themselves, and just next year we'll be learning warp magic, and we'll be able to teleport all the kids from their home to here. And now no one's ever going to be late again, right, class? Right, Miss Mayflower.
Actually, he's just like, he thinks for a minute and then turns to her again and is just like, can I see what y'all are planning on teaching them?
Yes, and she'll grab the book. Like, you see what looks to be like a scheduling planner that has like math and history and science, and all of it is just completely scratched out and is just replaced by like illusionary. You see enchantment. You see conjuration, demonology, necromancy. You just see like every single normal school subject has been completely replaced by these several schools of magic. It's a personal plan brought down by Kianis himself. He decided to write a new plan for the children to make sure that they'd be safe in the upcoming, well, war.
Well, that's just wonderful. The children should always be learning the magical arts. And it's great help for them, especially at a time like this.
You see, one of the children seems to be, don't forget, Aqualius. As you see, one of the pages of books on one of the child's desks is now on fire. No, we'll learn fire magic next week, please. And you kind of see as she's saying that, some magic of, like, water comes out from, like, the top of the roof and just lands on top of their book, putting it out.
Huh. Nila's going to like go in front of the class for a second and look over all of them, and is just like, out of curiosity, what do y'all know about the situation right now? That the war is about, or at least what is y'all's idea of what is going on right now? What is your knowledge of it?
Mommy said people are gonna come here and take our fish, and that Daddy's not gonna be able to have Daddy's field anymore, and someone's gonna take Daddy's field and make it non-Daddy's field.
I can assure you that that's not going to happen. I was told to make sure that nothing happens to y'all's homes or crops or anything like that.
Everyone else's feel free to chime in. Feel free to pick your favorite child, and you may now roleplay as that child.
I can't even see the
Mommy
thing.
says.
Oh, here, let me give you on the map.
Not gonna be-
They gotta have their tokens on this. They don't
I haven't
see
been
it.
able to see this entire time. It's just black.
I can see it. I got this. I'm
Can I
taking
be
this
like
kid.
the awkward, like really big child that has never graduated, just like in a small chair?
that would be this guy right here.
All
Yeah,
right,
is
okay.
slightly, is slightly snickering in the background.
You can have that one right there.
I wanna be the kid who's like really quiet but asks like all the really hard questions.
You want to be the rabbit?
Yes.
The magical rabbit in the background with like arcane like tattoos about their body?
Why does this kid have tattoos?
It's from
How
a
strong are
different
you?
culture.
What the fuck is that?
Is that you remember, don't you?
Exactly who that is.
Oh, a fucking
You see
god!
a
Why
small
is that
kobold, a small kobold female with red
there?
scales?
Yeah, I don't know. Alright.
Yes. What would the kids say that's going on right now?
With their idea of what is happening.
Nilo, did I do it right? Did I do it right? Proceeds to just ignite the entire room on fire. Fuck, I can't keep a straight face.
Oh, man, I'm trying to think of something.
Aqualius, toys,
I-
Aqualius.
General Nilo, how
Yes?
has the impending war affected the political climate of the surrounding area?
General
Hey,
Nilo,
Nilo, do you
have
like
any
the color
spells?
blue or red?
Can we keep raising hands? It's easier to call on you. But
Can you promise to protect my dad?
I can try.
That is, hey, Jim Anthony, your dad is only a guard at a prison. It's not like he's seen any real danger.
This is my second dad.
You get it. You have two dads.
You just pointed out all the fucking time. Okay, can we just let's start over. Everyone raise hands, and I'll call on you.
What's a shank, Nilo?
Roll initiative, all four of you, to see your turn order in terms of raising hands. Give Nilo a semblance of something here.
Yeah, oh baby, that's
Fair
what I'm
one.
doing.
Fair with their net
Turtle, are you voicing another kid?
Aren't you supposed to be Farah? You're supposed to be voicing Akira, their sister that they don't know about.
Oh, I can't even see that bitch. I didn't
I
even
know.
see her. I was like, that's a weird looking character right there.
That's weird.
I
It
mean,
doesn't
in all
look any of
honesty,
that
like
once.
he kind of like
Man, this
kept
one's
the
not
full
AI
image, so it is
generated
hard to
or
see it.
porn.
Yeah,
That's
no,
weird.
it's fine. Yes, I am supposed to be doing this character voice.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I trust you. I believe in you. But okay. So I guess.
Yeah, but to answer your question, yes, I was doing somebody else's voice because I didn't realize Akira was on this scene.
Honestly, if you want, do too. Akira can be last. It's fine.
Sure.
Are you a
Am I first?
vampire or bad?
Yeah, you would be first. You rolled a 40.
You would have not 20.
Yeah. So the little elf girl, like to the left of you, she'll like look at you and she'll just go, hey, Grand General, I don't know what your title truly is, Nilo.
Just call me Nilo.
Yeah.
But yes.
So we've been hearing, a lot of like explosions and stuff like that that have been occurring outside of town, and they sound like they're getting closer. Are we in danger? Do we need to evacuate? Do we need to get the hell out of here?
I personally will have to look more into it, but if y'all do need to evacuate, we will tell you. But it should be fine because we're trying to keep it outside of the town so that the town is safe. We're trying to not make the town like a battlefield. We're trying to keep all of that out.
Okay.
Next up, Terrio. What do you have to say to Nemo? You can also skip.
This one's gonna be like, General Nemo, did you kill anyone?
I mean, in some situations I have to, but I try.
But did you kill them? With your own hands?
Sadly, in war, you have to do that sometimes.
These are 12-year-olds.
I know, but it's like you have to do that sometimes. But I personally try my best to not kill people.
But if they're bad guys, why not?
Because some bad guys also have information that is important.
So we should learn torture methods, right?
No. You are like 11. You shouldn't even be thinking that.
War changes people. War never
Start with the
Grabs
nails
Tonya.
and then go to the teeth.
That means it's gonna be Ophelia. Ophelia, which one of what does your child
I think
say?
you said I was this one.
Yeah,
right?
you were the rabbit.
Yeah.
Unpowered.
The little rabbit's gonna raise her hand and say, General Nilo.
Yes.
How much have you utilized guerrilla warfare?
I'm gonna be honest. Nilo thinks for a second because he forgot what that meant.
It's okay, they won't know.
Warfare tactics are arguably the more effective. If they're coming onto our land, guerrilla warfare tactics would logically be the best. And she just starts going on this rant about the greatness of like guerrilla warfare tactics and all of these like war books, war tactics that she's learning.
As you see, like the teacher kind of like
use gorillas in war.
You see the teacher kind of like, yes, it seems we managed to, well, we'll just say we got some books from the tower. The lighthouse's war room had many great literatures. The ghouls have brought in some of the books from the tower to trade for various resources. So our library's been filled with the books of the lighthouse.
Nilo like kind of like quickly looks back at the teacher at the mention of ghouls and like, they've been here.
I can't wait to grow up and be a ghoul.
Wait, you
didn't
taking books from the
no,
lighthouse?
If you remember, Nilo,
are good, but don't turn into them, please.
there was a room in the lighthouse on the 3rd floor that was literally a war library room.
I know, but just the fact of like the ghoul interaction with the town is just like
It's like Gaz's eyes get wide for a second. You got ghouls from the book's tower, and he remembers how many of the books he written in the tower. What name is written down on those books?
It seems Gazilla, I think, yeah, Gizzy, the great author Gizzy.
Great author Gizzy. I see, I see. And then he remembers the war tactics he wrote down in the book.
Oh my lord, what war
Milo
tactics
just
would you
stares
write down?
at Gaz and it's just like, what did you write down?
You
He
really
doesn't
don't
say
want to
it,
know.
but like he gives those eyes of just like, the fuck did you do?
You see a
The
very,
money.
very old tome, like next to Ophelia's like character token. You see a very, very old, dusty-looking tome, with like almost like a skull front that seems to be like open up. But you can just have the very faint sight of like a skull that seems to be on the front cover of the book.
I would like to imagine this kid over here is just like reading a book of how to extract information, and the abbreviation of the author is like the initials are CIA.
You see,
Like Milo's going to like just like observe the room again, and it's just like, this generation's fucked already.
I don't think this is too much material for teaching children, as Gaz
It's-
thinks about how many wars he's probably seen, all the tactics he's written down and stored in there.
well,
It's
well,
like,
as you can tell, well, Kianis decided to approve whenever he approved the magic study. He also approved these war books. He felt it was right for the kids to learn at a young age on how to protect themselves in war. So, with him being the influence of the town, he kind of helped guide the curriculum to what it is today. You see, like, scratched out, like, poetry reading at 7 o'clock just seems to be scratched out for, like, war tactics of the early, like, 200s.
Yes, indoctrinating children into war.
Not even that.
is
It's like the
classic.
thing is that I don't think Giannis would like think it's a problem, because he's just like, oh, they'll die sooner or later anyway. Might as well teach them.
Yeah.
let's teach them. Might get those child war helps.
Like he thinks everyone's lower than him anyway. So like,
Yeah.
it's like
bunny-
their lifespan isn't as long as his.
So you gotta learn early. They're like 1/10 done through their lifespan. They gotta start learning more now. Go
The
ahead.
bunny raises her hand again and is like, what is your opinion on the ethics of biological warfare?
that-
No.
Guys,
Fucked up.
just gonna
I mean,
move
messed
up
up.
move up to next to Nilo to help answer questions at this point. I can't move my token.
You're good. It's just combat.
So-
There you go. Now you can.
What's this about poisoning their wells and burning their crops?
Nice.
Don't do it.
What
That is
about-
unethical.
What about biochemical warfare, though?
Well, biochemical
Also-
warfare has many uses that it's been used many
Yes.
times. I mean, they're already learning. So it's a good to answer questions for young minds.
Whenever Nilo looks over at Gaz, though, he never really paid attention
You see-
to
you s-
the kids until he looked over at Gaz, because he has to look this way, and notices, like, just this young girl. Obviously, all of them are young, but, like, except for maybe him.
She just gives you the four-finger wiggle at you when you look over at her.
you-
Then Nilo
yeah.
just, like, tilts his head.
You ever torture
Confused-
anyone?
No,
Well,
I
has
personally
it,
have
Nilo?
not.
Well, here, as torture demonstrated, he's gonna
Hi.
grab one of the chalkboards and wheel it over next to him and start writing about the biochemical warfare. So the benefits of biochemical warfare.
You take that, I just get over here and just...
He goes to the other one.
Nilo gave up on stopping him, honestly.
So, children, we're gonna learn about guerrilla warfare and how to defend your home territory. So,
Yeah, so,
everyone open
oh.
chapter 35.
Yeah, I think no, it's on. Silly Professor, it's on chapter 32. Chapter 35 is biomagical warfare.
I wrote those. Yeah, I wrote those. I know it's on page 35.
It's also been
No.
like 500 years. Your memory might be a little bad, mister.
They kind of look.
You might be an
oh,
old man.
never mind.
old
I
are
didn't
you?
learn how to count to 35. I'm sorry.
Open
This
up a picture.
biomagical warfare.
Open up a picture where it shows bushes. That's where we're starting at.
I thought that was a mushroom cloud.
No, no, no. That's
What's a
for
mushroom cloud about?
mushroom cloud is when a big bomb goes. Actually, when mushroom clouds is when a large concentration of magic explodes in a small area.
Oh, can we make bombs? I want to start
No.
making bombs.
No, we do not have the
This
materials
one
to
book
make
talks
bombs.
about this fabled energy called nuclear power.
Nuclear power.
And our
we
We
do
see
ability
it
not
in
and
the
mess with
parties
capacity
that.
to
now.
We do
harness
not
it.
mess with that.
So nuclear power has many uses. So it comes from many drop packs called radiation, which can melt off your skin and cause horrible health.
Is
Neil
that
just
a-
looks at the
is that
teacher
a
just to see
torture
how she's
element?
reacting.
you
kinda
see
see her
guys
like,
looking.
you see her and she's like, you kind of look at her, she kind of looks almost sheepish. Kiana said they need to learn early.
You see,
And she kind of
see
just
guys
gives
is
like a sympathetic stare.
you see
can
guys
see,
is
like-
like very like enthusiastic writing all this down on the chalkboard.
One of the kids has like wires sticking out of their shirt.
I would like to remind you, Brio picked out this map, by the way. Brio picked out this school map.
Why?
I asked him to
Of
pick
course
out
he
a
did.
school map, and he chooses the magician's laboratory. Like,
I mean,
room.
in all
looked up-
honesty, I
I
guess
looked up-
it fits, but like I
I
hate
looked
it.
up, I looked up D&D maps. There was this, and there was broken maps, and then it just started showing pictures of actual schools.
Oh my god, I could have got you a map for like in 20 seconds flat.
Yeah, like, oh, look at my Brio is the reason why this room is so magical at the moment. He
You
chose
agreed
this.
with it. You agreed to it.
So what about the papercraft theory?
Is that like origami?
No, it's like we're all just like in a simulation.
Oh, a
No.
simulacrum?
Yes.
I think my dad has one of those.
Giannis told me that there's this thing called the Matrix.
Hmm.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What? No.
Well,
What?
just try the matrix. Flips the chalkboard over. It starts drawing. So
You
the
know,
matrix,
it's a separate dimension. It's its
It's a
own
se-
dimension.
It's a dimension that you can go into. He just keeps rambling on and on when they keep switching
yeah, no.
topics.
As they keep switching topics, it's like Nilo has just put all responsibility on Gaz at this point to
The
keep the kids
substitute
occupied.
teacher.
Yeah. But Nila's going to walk up to the teacher. It's just like, I did have a question about the letters. One of your students, who is, I think it's a Kari.
Yeah, she's a recent transfer. Once the war started, she showed. Well, after about a few days after the war started, she showed up here and she said that she wanted to stay with our class a while. And since she didn't have any parents, we assumed that they must have been hurt in the war. But she claimed that she was, well, your sister. And, well, I didn't want to break the hearts of the class, and I didn't think it would actually reach up. I'm so sorry, General Nilo. I wasn't really too sure what she was talking about, but the kids' imaginations, they always look up to those who are stronger in positions and imagine them. Matter of fact, that kid over there says his brother is one of these high, and she kind of like does a little hand motion, a giant troll. So everyone likes to imagine that they have someone strong in their family that can protect them. So
Yeah, but who is she?
we
Which
don't.
one? I guess.
She points out as you kind of see her. As she doesn't point out like directly, she says, "It's the one in front of the chalkboard on the left."
Does
Right
another
next to
little
the kobold.
forefinger? Does the forefinger waggle again?
So
They
yeah,
just
she-
look at each other.
We've had a lot of orphans come into our city ever since the war started, so we've been teaching them here. And with Kiana's new program, they'll be able to keep themselves protected. The adults are too thick-headed to try learning magic, so we're teaching the young kids.
So to clarify before I do anything, Zerda, did you tell Turtle anything? Have I
Yes.
told Turtle anything? Okay, that's all
I
that
have-
matters.
I have a decent enough.
Whether
amount
they
of-
remember
Okay,
is a
as long
different
as you
story.
have
I am looking
information
at
that
it.
you can fill in the like blanks, essentially, that's good
Yeah,
enough for me.
bullshit. Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
I told them exactly the reason why they're here, and everything about them and their personality.
Okay, you did tell them they are from the bio family, not the
Yes.
adopted
Yes.
Okay, we're good.
Yes, I referred to them
No, I
as
didn't, but
them.
thanks.
Okay. Nila's going to ask and just be like, is it okay if I, like, go and talk to her? I think that she would like
Yes.
to talk to her. I guess she's saying I'm her brother, so
Yeah, so like, give me
either
one
clear
moment.
that up or whatever.
Everyone, all the kids, it's time for recess. Everyone come to the center of the room. And you see everyone like get up almost like with a
That's
practice
fair.
ease.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
all
weird.
get up and they start going to the center of the room. Everyone get in the circle and we're gonna go on recess now. And you see, I'll keep this one. Akira, can you stay back a moment? I need someone to clean off the dust.
I mean, of course I can do that for you.
Thank you. You see her. Now remember everyone, say with me, teleport us, recess us, teleport us, recess us. And you can see like patting her leg as all the kids seem to be chanting as you
The
see the
single
rune in the
rabbit.
middle. Just like the rabbit finally quickly jumps up and joins in. Teleport us, recess us. And you see as they do, the rune in the middle begins to glow very bright, and all of a sudden they seem to be engulfed in some kind of dimensional like warp, and they all seem to phase out to a different dimension.
Oh. And the guys, you see guys around, and that's the theory of how there's 6 outer gods controlling us, and one major fox god controlling
shut up
them that's
for a second,
controlling the
they're gone.
world.
And they're all gone.
Which Jack's getting to the fox theory. Damn.
What fox? I don't even want to know.
The theory that there's 6 outer gods controlling us, and there's one greater blue fox god. It's a very intense theory.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to finally meet my older brother.
Kid, who are you?
So my name's Akari.
I never did come up with their last names. Give me a minute.
Akali, water,
I
paladin.
think it would be
Look, I was
logically.
sent to this town because our dad wanted to keep me safe here, you know. And so I was hoping I was told I wasn't supposed to contact you, but I did anyways because I really wanted to meet you. But he kind of pushed me off onto this town to hopefully, you know, get us sorted for the time being during this lovely war effort you put us all into.
Hey,
In God's name.
who is your dad? Please tell me you gave me this information.
I do
I
not
don't-
have the actual name.
I forgot the actual name too.
It's
Motherfucker.
Takashi. Okay.
I also
Takashi.
forgot the name.
Say it one more time.
Takashi.
Takashi.
Takashi. Oh yeah. Takashi. You know, our dad, the
I don't know.
casino father.
Casino father?
Oh,
Are you talking
he's a
about the
vampire.
casino that like had a vampire as? Its...
Yeah, that's Takashi. He's our dad.
Neela's going to like pull up a chair and just sit where like the back
roll
is
me
like
a-
facing his
Roll
stomach.
me a reflex saving throw.
Okay, I'll roll for reflex. I'm good at that.
I'd like to remind you your size and the size
good
of the
at that.
chairs. You somehow managed to balance on this chair that's 3 sizes too small. You managed to not fall down in the process, but you feel at any point you could.
So, okay, so you're telling me that we are related, which honestly,
Well, of course we are.
at least looking at you and knowing myself for 21 years, I can see it.
Yeah, we
But-
share similar eye colors.
Literally just opposite. Yeah, but
Where you went, you kind of, you know, you were gone by the time I came around to this world.
I mean, I was going by my mother, my adopted mother. I was kind of just dropped off at the castle,
That makes
and
sense. No,
but
that tracks. He's done that before. He did that to like a couple other kids.
me. Okay, so I just you were literally half my age.
Yeah. Wait. I don't know what that means.
Okay, so I am 21. You going by I'm
Uh-huh.
assuming
Uh-huh. It's
I
just
don't want to
exciting.
assume. How old are you?
It just has it on like the
Saber.
notebook.
I know, 12.
12?
It has
Okay.
on the
Oh,
notebook. It just says 12 next to
It
the
just says
notebook is just like a
12.
character sheet.
I've been told that
Yeah.
I'm a very old person myself. I got old soul. I'm 12 though.
Okay, so I don't get it. I don't. Okay,
What's
so
there to
if you're
get?
my little sister,
Mm-hmm.
and you say our father's name is Takashi,
Uh-huh.
he is the vampire that owns the casino.
Yes, son.
And he's just trying to run all of this through his mind, and he didn't choose to contact me ever.
No. I did. I made the choice.
Why
He
weren't
didn't
you
want me
allowed
to.
to contact me?
I don't know.
Listen, they say that they would tell you that your father felt guilty about how successful you were without him, and even though he's successful in his own right, he would feel guilty about even like trying to make a connection after knowing that they end up giving you up. They didn't feel it's right because they didn't want you to equivalent anything to them.
So,
This will tell me if I'm not saying you're lying, but this will tell me if you are. What
okay.
species of bat is our dad?
Oh, he's a blood bat. Or fruit bat.
A blood fruit bat.
I mean,
I'm
technically,
sorry.
yeah.
A blood
I
fruit.
mean, think about it.
A blood
It's just
fruit
another
bat.
way to say a vampire fruit bat.
Yeah,
A blood fruit.
it's a blood orange fruit bat. Correction.
Okay. So yeah, I guess you would be telling the truth.
Oh, I would not be telling the truth. What's the point in lying?
Okay, maybe we are family. Okay, but I just don't. It doesn't. Seeing family, thinking that your parents are dead, thinking you don't have a family at all,
Uh-huh.
and then all of a sudden, your little sister contacts
Uh-huh.
you.
Uh-huh.
You wouldn't know how that would feel at all, but like,
Nope, because I'm the little sister in this situation, so I have no interpretation. Now, I do have a question. Are your other family members, because I mean, even if you're adopted, they're still considered family at this point. They still raised you and whatnot. Are they here as well?
I didn't hear
No
that last part.
reason.
I'm sorry.
I'm just wondering if the other family members are around.
Yeah. Since actually, he's one. He digs in his bag. Now that's safe.
He pulls out a
digs in his
boda.
bag. No, he takes his bag to
Oh,
pull
what
out
was
the
that?
one drawing that is like sibling true. It's like you've been learning about the history about this town, but do you know about the people that came to this town that are involved in the war?
I mean, Dad told me some stuff. I mean, the biggest thing was that he was just really proud of you and wanted to, like, was scared to try to reconnect after being kind of a deadbeat dad for, your entire life.
Neela's going to put it's like he's going to move carefully everything off like to another desk, and then puts down the paper and shows it. And it's just like, this is my adoptive family. They, all of them except for my dad, is here because he can't be here since he's like a king.
You got thrown up to royalty? Him, Dad should have thrown me out of the castle.
I think the only reason I was thrown to them was because they just recently had my sibling. So, and that was their second kid, and I was around the same age when they
So
dropped me off.
they could just handle it better.
Yeah.
Huh.
They at least tried.
Huh. So, they look like lovely folks, don't get me wrong. They do look like absolutely splendid people. But, do you want them to know about me?
I think that'd be fine. I mean, Mom would love you, but she also just is really good with kids.
That'd be
anyways.
nice. That'd be nice to have an actual, like, mother figure instead of the, 25 different other women that Dad has had. Kind of rotate out.
It's two, but like, yeah.
To a kid, I'm
Not
sure
gonna
it's a lot.
I see things.
I see it.
Look, I am assuming that he is just a deadbeat father casino runner that has girls that just come in and out of his life faster.
I mean,
than
I'm
the
sure they do.
What is Gaz doing, by the way?
Yeah, you
Guys,
were just listening in on this conversation.
Guys is like is like half listening to your conversation, has pulled the other board over here, and is like writing out like a lesson, like what we see in the future, and it's like it shows like what 1,000 years from now would look like because he's gotten bored waiting for them to get back. So he's like, what does he plan 1,000 years later? And it's like, I wonder if a giant corporation would run the world in later years. What would it be called though? Maybe I could do a corporation. Maybe Kagawa? I don't have a last name. Maybe I should change my last name to Kagawa. That sounds like a good company name.
I hate you with the burning passion, and I want you to understand this right here and now.
Yes. Kagawa, and that sounds wonderful. Starts drawing plans for a future corporation 1,000 years down the line.
Also, we're going to give them like the most generic like surname of like Sato.
Sato? Takeshi
We're just
Sato?
going to give them the most generic last.
You see the runes light up in the middle as all of the children start like rapidly materializing in the room. Teleport us, recesses, teleport us, recesses.
I'm
You're
just
now
so glad you answered
standing.
my letter.
Children are rapidly materializing only
I
in
was
the
like,
location.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, they said thank you for the letter.
Yeah, thanks for reaching out and coming and showing up, I proved that one
Yeah.
kid wrong. Looks at him
I-
as he, like, comes in and just fucking daggerize him. Just...
It's just the
Told you
same.
so.
It's just the adult like male kid.
Neela's going to give. Actually, I want to look at what he has that would make any sense.
A Bodak body.
No.
Handful of junk.
Um.
The murderer's
Uh,
not.
Murder is not.
I do have that. I do have that.
Yeah. Give him the murderer's knot.
No, no. Um, I don't
Mesmerizing
really have good
opal.
stuff. You know what?
Gi-
Screw
give
it.
him-
I'm giving the.
Give him the mesmerizing opal.
Deception checks to think. You know what? Yeah, screw it. Yeah. Okay. 1, take this. 2, if you would like, I can. Which actually, I'm going to need your help eventually. But if I'm in town and you see me, just come up to me. And I will talk to you.
I will hold you to that.
And hopefully I can keep my end of the deal. I mean, I tried.
I wanted a private session with General Nilo.
Yeah, but you don't get one because you're not their younger sister, so you can piss off.
Come up to me,
Nilo
come up
just
to me
like
in public, and I will give you social interaction.
Nilo just like pats her on the head. Is like, you know what? I like you. And then
no,
just
because
turns to the teacher.
the only curses we practice here are hexes.
Still concerning.
You just start seeing like magic just going around her hand as she just starts like reaching towards the kid.
Akira is learning magic at a rapid rate, Nilo. I hope you realize
In
this.
all honesty, good for her. No, it's like Nilo looks at the teacher and just is like, so, she's not lying.
Excellent, then they can stay with you instead of in that, well, the orphanage.
Yeah, I'd rather them do that, but for now.
They were threatening to bite the other orphan children.
He just turns his head to look at her, just slowly, and just like, you
Totally
realize
ignore
that
him.
that's bad, right? Like, we shouldn't bite people unless, like...
Nilos.
What do you mean? No. Dad told me I could buy whoever I wanted when I needed it.
No.
Take it from whoever.
No.
Lilo
You should be
biting
very
everything.
cautious. You should be very cautious.
General
If you
Nilo,
are the
do
same
you
as
bite
me-
people? You have fangs too.
I don't bite people. He told me that I can, have like watermelon and that's fine.
That's good. Just don't bite people, please.
I'll be
That is
honest, I
bad.
bit like one kid like when I was like 5, and it tasted so gross that I just never did it again.
Thank God. Okay. That,
And then
okay.
Dad was like, "Hey, you can have watermelon," and I was like, "Hey, yo!" And so then I started doing watermelon slices.
Okay.
And I
That's
fully
good.
lost the accent,
I
but
wish. Yeah, it's fine. It's like I wish I knew that I could eat fruit, as he just says that underneath his breath. It's just like that's good. That's good.
oh yeah, you can do mangoes. Dad does blood oranges.
That's great. Okay. 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 But
And,
yeah, I will
well-
visit you later.
Now,
She
children,
just
let's
starts spinning in her chair.
Yeah.
now, children, let's learn about late-stage capitalism.
You
He
start.
He just like
you-
grabs Gaz by like their collar and just is like looks back at the teacher like, I think that's it for today. Thank you for letting us come in.
Why do you teach
Shalimar.
them?
Shalimar.
Yes.
And you see all the
Why do you
kids
teach-
put their hands together and say Shalimar.
And he just drags Gaz out of the building.
Neil, I need to teach them about late-stage
you don't.
capitalism.
They are children.
The innocence of this town is to be a feat in itself. It has been like, it is like after lunch, like, and everything. What is everyone else doing in this time?
What is everyone else doing during this time? Shit.
I even asked you this
Should be
before the
doing.
session started.
What?
Yeah, Fair is
I
hanging out
am
with
currently
Ophelia.
getting equipment, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Didn't you want to talk to Kiana?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Why'd you
No.
I keep
If
forgetting
you
about
don't
that.
want
It's
to,
not
you
my
don't
fault.
have to. You don't have
Technically,
to.
yeah, you don't have
You
to,
don't
but
have
like
to.
even
No,
you
he
seem to be
deserves
like
a 5-finger sandwich, is what he deserves.
You don't have to, Zed. You can
Where the
just
fuck is
come.
Kiana at?
it's
I'm
like
just
you don't have
following
to,
Terry
but at
around,
the same
keeping an eye on
time,
him.
I feel like you should. But you don't know about the school situation. You just
I don't know
about
anything
acting
about the school
sketchy.
situation, but I know that, man. Me and
What do
Kianis
you
are
mean
gonna
the
have a
school
couple words. Well, it's more like
situation?
I'm gonna have a couple words, and Kianis is gonna have a fist in his mouth.
The school situation that has someone marked as prison guard. Or sorry,
Yeah,
jailer.
There's no jail.
She's a jailer.
Oh yeah, I forgot the name of the
School really is a
They go
prison.
jailer. Oh my fucking
I
god.
don't even know what
They're
I've
just-
been.
They're here making iPhones for the fucking
my
town
God,
over.
stop.
Oh my god.
No, they're learning magic. They're gonna overtake everyone.
Terrell's just like, man, when the hell did we get so many bombs? It's just like-
Ophelia's gonna grab Tyrael as he's about to go out today and say, "Do you want me to go with you?"
I don't think that you would want to be there for this.
You promised last night that you wouldn't, you know. Go
Alright,
ahead.
fine. I won't punch him, but I definitely will ruffle him.
I'm gonna
I-
be following behind Terrio.
The second you get to the staircase inside, Terrio is the only one allowed up the staircase.
I'm gonna go outside and find a window.
Ophelia's just gonna watch him go upstairs and just call out, "I'll be at the infirmary."
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna see how far I can push this. I'm gonna keep walking to see if it would stop me first.
Oh no, no one stops you from going up the stairs. It is magically warded to only allow
Oh, okay.
certain people through.
Yeah, Ophelia's gonna call out saying that she's going to the infirmary. I'm guessing Farrah's following, right?
Yeah, Farrah's gonna be right behind you to the
Alright.
infirmary.
And Ophelia and Farrah will go to the infirmary while
Yeah.
Tyrael's talking.
I'm gonna ask her. Do we still watch him?
Alright.
Yes, please
Yeah,
keep an eye on him, V.
Is he painting right now?
Perfect. Looking
Yeah, he's
for a
painting.
window.
Of course he's painting. Terrell's grabbing him immediately and just slamming him against the wall over here and just holding him up. It's like,
I'm sorry, I'm going over here so I can actually see what's going on.
Yeah, I'll
I
get
don't know where
everyone.
you are.
I'll get everyone's
No.
tokens up here.
Oh
His
my
shades
God,
on the map.
Shade's back.
Hey!
Hey,
Let me
I
get
don't
everyone-
have
Well,
a
Mom,
marble.
look, it my mom, it myself.
A climbing kit. This is perfect for getting up to the second story.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know why
will.
there's a climbing kit here, but there...
I will get with you guys. Let me actually get everyone. Yeah, let me get V just so you can see the scene.
Now, are the windows protected by the ward?
This entire. I would like to remind you. This is literally this is literally the room that literally has the generals of 8 different nations in it. Yes, the windows are warded.
I like to imagine that there's just someone that's just over, just like pushing him off the pushing
That's
the
a
ladder. down.
big fucking canvas. God damn.
As you kind of you are allowed in this room, Terrio. You are 100% allowed up the stairs. You are seen as the general themselves. Before you even step into the room, you just hear Kiana say, "Ah, General Terrio, welcome in." He says without even turning around.
I'm just trying to contain my rage actually at the moment. I'm actually genuinely angry at him.
You haven't got to talk to him yet.
I haven't even got to talk to him. I'm really fucking. I'm stepping in. Alright.
You see him painting, and what he seems to be painting is not of this world. It's almost as if he is painting a landscape of a world in another dimension. You see vibrant purples that seem to basically lay out across the world. You see these trees of mushrooms growing several like feet above what everything else is. You can only make out the reference by seeing what looks to be a small humanoid creature, but small is only in comparison to what he is painting, as everything else seems to be almost a forest of these pink, purple, and vibrant colors, that which you have never seen in this world before.
Daryl's gonna aggressively step to him and basically grab him by the shoulder, right? And just slam him into the wall pretty much here, right?
You can try that, but immediately as you get close, roll me a fortitude save.
Oh boy.
You try to step closer. You aren't. Let me go ahead. You feel yourself not stunned, but paralyzed as he sees you getting, as he kind of senses you getting close. Without you even getting too close to him, he instantly just waves. Actually, no, it's a will save. Make me a will save. Sorry.
Well, that's even worse, but alright.
Yeah. So you were actually, yeah, you were paralyzed for one round, as he seems you getting closer. He can feel this animosity coming off you. Without even turning his back, he waves a hand, almost with just a small whispered phrase, and you are paralyzed instantly as he turns his chair around, sets down his painting brushes, and looks you dead in the eye and says, "What seems to trouble you?" As you see him wave the paralysis away with his hand, as he puts both of his arms almost in a folding pattern.
Am I still paralyzed right now or no?
He waved it away, but you feel that he could definitely do it again at any moment.
Don't you ever dare tell me who I should leave behind. Ever again.
Gonna says, "You mean the bunny children of that small village that you were expecting me to expend valuable resources to try to recover?"
Obviously, it doesn't seem that you're very busy.
If I could make money out of thin air, I wouldn't be having to take up a position as the High Magus of this war. Tell me, what about it upset you, General Terrio?
Just how nonchalant that you can be about it all. How you can just easily discard anyone that isn't of value.
So you're saying if we had hundreds of troops lined up, then we must make sure that every single one of them are taken care of, even at the sacrifice of our own needs?
These are your men, and they were under your command, and you left them to be petrified in stone because you can't expend the resources because of something that you might need.
And would have been better if I did it for personal reasons instead of monetary reasons? We all have reasons for what we do in war. He kind of seems to be staring. Give me a perception check.
Is he even looking at me in the eye?
He is. He is now looking directly at you. He doesn't seem to be talking as if he is talking almost in a degrading tone. He talks as if this feels almost personal to him in some way. As if he seems on edge in a way that you aren't expecting. And he says, again, like I said, if it was for a personal reason that I abandoned all those men, would it be that much of a difference if it was monetary, personal, or whatever reason? Is there a justified reason to be had in this situation?
What reason would you have?
Is there a justifiable reason to you?
No. There isn't. You don't leave your men behind.
Kind of thinks for a second as he grabs one of the paintbrushes. Then let me paint you a simple picture. To maybe they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. And you kind of see him as he grabs the brush and picks up the paint. He paints not of a canvas, but of the air itself. He paints what seems to be almost these figures that dance in the air itself as if the air is his canvas. And you see what looks to be just hundreds of troops. And he says, let me hear. Imagine this. You're a young, let's just say soldier in a force. And you're plodding along to go take something that, well, was assigned to you. And you kind of see him as you see the motion of like one smaller humanoid creature that seems to be running to chase up with a group of others. A group of 500 that was expected to be led by a general. And then that general decided to not show up. What justifiable reason do you think would be justifiable for them not to show up?
They died.
What was that?
That they died.
Yes, that they supposedly died. And you kind of see these 500 troops seem to be assaulting some sort of massive creature. And as he's painting this air itself, you see this huge creature suddenly just crush most of the 500 to where it's all left that one. And you see this one single here. I've been wondering the same thing myself. And you kind of see this one small figure as it right before it gets crushed from the giant creature. You see a small portal open up before it, and it seems to pop out, and the big beast itself fades. And he paints again, and that one small humanoid creature is in the woods, and he's painting this whole figure of them being alone in another dimension. As you now see what he is painting is that of what he is painting on the large canvas, what can only be described as some sort of almost fey-like magic. Yes, I too was wondering the same thing. Dead is what they said. After all those years they said he was dead. And yet, I seem to never forget the face of my General. General Magala. Does that name ring a bell to you? The general that left the war, the general that died with no cause, the general that left 500 men to die to a beast because he must have died. That was the reason they said. What justifiable reason outside of death could there be? As he stares you dead in the eye.
Do you really want to know?
Enlighten, because I've been spending 500 years trying to find that answer myself.
Terrell seems to have calmed down a bit. I was betrayed by the people in our organization by people that I thought were always on the same side with me. When I found out, they tried to put me down.
And so you ran, leaving the 500 to die. Because two, if even that, already died. So that was justifiable to have 500 more die.
I don't think you really understand what type of position I was in.
And I, just a lonely portal mage, trying to find my way through work. Kind of points to the painting. I didn't make it back to this realm for a long time, I'll have you know. I spent so long in the Feywild, trying to find a way to make a portal back home. That's how I grew stronger, Tyrael. Not because of the leadership that was supposed to lead those 500 men against that beast, but by my own power. 500 men dead. General nowhere to be found. Encampment alone. That's what I remember. And I'm glad to see you have your reasons. But these are the reasons why I have them now.
Giannis, I don't think there's anything that I can say that
Paint out some things. It might help keep the heart in line. As he hands you a brush of endless ink. With a single thought, it produces the ink at the tip of the brush to be whatever color you wish, and you may paint on any surface, including the air itself.
thanks for the gift.
Ontario only being able to draw stick figures. God, thanks, man. Like,
Hey, you see my drawings? They're works of art.
yours are Ontario. I feel like it's two different. Yeah.
That's fine.
And with that, yeah, how about that, what's everyone else doing after this nice heavy session?
God,
Just-
fucking hell. Fuck
Ophelia
you.
and I are at the infirmary.
Why to
Yeah.
be angry?
I'm
Not sad.
attempting to break in.
The magic just stops you every second of the way. Like, you keep, like, hitting it, and like, the magic just bounces you off.
It's like the Pink Panther, like trying to break in the scene or something like that.
It's like a mime trying to, like, break into, like, a window. It looks like you're just doing a mime performance on the outside.
That's funny.
Yeah, Ophelia and Farah are at the infirmary just helping out.
Yep.
Go ahead and both give me dual medicine checks.
Ooh.
I have a cat on my lap at the moment, and I'm unable
I'll
to
do a
roll
medicine
my
check.
medicine for me. Thanks, buddy.
What is my medicine? My medicine is 4.
Is 4. I will let Farah use their hero point.
Yeah. Use a hero point.
You rolled a 10. That is better.
It's still like a 30, isn't it?
It's a 29.
Yeah.
I'll say Ophelia assisted you for a 30. It's not technically assisting much, but Celia, as you were
I
going
literally
around,
have ward doc. I have ward medic. Like, could heal multiple people at the same time too.
You're going around and healing all of these people as like they do not have like state of the art medical equipment. Like they are like
Okay.
running off like the sticks and like vines and stones that seem to like set bones
So like
and like
my like normal expertise.
they are trying their best. They are definitely trying their best to figure out what is like healing everyone. You see like burn marks on like a lot of the soldiers. There's just like those burn marks. There's one guy who has like second degree burn all over his body that like he was unable to speak. And you go up to him and you find a way to actually heal him. Everyone thought it was impossible. They were just trying to like do whatever they can to make him comfortable. But you go over and like you start to use your magic water to heal these like second degree burn marks over this whole guy's body as you just hear him like almost having this over sensation of everything just playing over the course of his body. And after like you finally get him like healed up, he just like you see him trying to mouth words to you.
Don't talk. Your vocal cords are still burned. Give it a couple days. Don't look for me. You're welcome. And then she'll just move on.
Wait. Wait. You see them almost straining to say something to you.
As I said, please do not speak. You are going to hurt yourself more in the end. If you want, I can get you some paper and pen, and you might be able to write down what you want to tell me.
You see, you kind of see the faintest, just, please.
Okay, she'll go and grab some pen and paper and kind of prop his hands up in a way so that he can write. He's a little bit healed and wrapped up.
You see him like he is writing with like a very very shaky hand. Like this is clearly immensely painful for him to do. But whatever he's doing, like you know medicine enough at this point. You know that whatever he is doing, he is like actively hurting himself to be able to write on this piece of paper. And you wait, and like it takes him a decent amount of time to like form each letter as you see him going through the motions, and you just see the letters slowly begin to form. First a P, then an L, then an A, and it slowly starts to form out a word. Played dead. And he kind of like motions to like move the paper up a little bit with like his pencil so he can write in the next line.
Okay, and I'll move it up for him.
You kind of see as he begins to write the next line, almost like a small, like almost tear coming down his face. He's writing. It says, "Play dead. Heard people talking." And then he starts motioning like the pencil to be moved up a little bit so he can get to the next line.
She'll continue just doing this to help him as best she can.
And you just see him finally get "play dead, heard people talking," and then the next words just say "attack tower." And he lays down the pencil.
I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna take the paper out of his hand, give a little bit of a nod to him, and let him know that I understood. I'm gonna sprint over to Ophelia at this point, avoiding everyone else. And I'm gonna go, you need to go.
What?
We need to go. We need to leave.
Why? What happened?
I'm gonna shove the note in her hand and kind of get in front of her a little bit so she can read it and be protected.
Oh my god. Yeah, we need to go. We need to find the others.
Yep. Do we have any like sending stones? We know where
Yes.
everybody is.
Yes, I will say you have sending stones. You as generals of the main army force would have this.
I'll grab the sending stone that I have for V, and just message V quickly. Shit's about to go down. Meet at the
Tower.
Grab Teriel. Move fast.
What's going on?
You should be able to contact all of us.
Yeah, and then I'll contact Nilo, and just go, grab Gaz, get to the tower quickly.
Yo, guys, I'm sorry. You're going back into this bag.
Wait, what?
We are
I'm-
flying to this tower. No context, just scoops you up into bag and just flies.
Gets swooped.
Terry,
I'm gonna start a scene so that they have to make Terrio come down to deal with me.
Terry, you would also get the sending stone as well.
Okay, wait, what's going on?
I'm making a scene downstairs.
You'll get a message from Fair after a second. V is making a scene downstairs. Go downstairs and get to the gauntlet as quickly. Get to the tower as quick as possible. Shit's going down. Something just happened.
Well, I guess Teriel's just go ahead and listen down the stairs towards wherever Fair
You
is.
see V fighting a bunch of sentry guards, just like fucking.
Terry will just nonchalantly, and you can't metagame this. Terry just nonchalantly leaves the room with the portal mage that has direct access to portal magic
Oh yeah,
to
that's
the
right.
tower.
Let me grab V real quick. They send us to the tower real quick.
No, we can't. You're gonna run all the way because you did not remember you had a guy who teleported to the
now I
front.
have access
Just go
to
ahead
the
and-
portal room.
Just like go ahead and grab V. Just like, alright, we're going to the.
You're gonna run all the way to the tower. Meanwhile, Kianis is going
I'm
to
sorry,
paint
I
his
was-
next piece.
I'm sorry to ask of you. One last favor. Could you send us to the tower?
He's making a scene actively downstairs.
Yeah, I'm grabbing V and pulling him past the Centurions. Fuck these guys.
No, Terry was a character, did not remember that Kianis has very powerful
Listen,
portal
I'm
magic.
sorry.
Go running to the tower.
I was in such a panic. It's just like, alright.
Just such a
It's
panic.
it's like running late for work and then forgetting your keys.
He's just Kiana's just somberly painting his next piece. Jesus, I wonder. He seems to be leaving. I guess he must have a really important date or something.
Just comes back up with the fucking. That's all it's on. Just like, you need to send us to the tower. I'm sorry to ask you this so badly.
You meet Farah. You meet.
Oh yeah, we
making
also
your
need
way.
Farah.
No, Sarah's with me.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna meet. Tara's gonna run all the way to the tower with V, and they'll meet up. All of you will just coincidentally meet up similar amount of the same time, making your way to the woods.
How heavy do you weigh, by the way? Just
A
out of
lot.
curiosity.
It's like
Metal.
moving a boulder.
Just
Metal.
like,
You're not carrying me. That's what you're
I think I can.
gonna hop on. Don't tempt me. I will hop on your back.
Don't you dare.
I want to see where this goes.
We're back.
I will say I'll say everyone kind of somehow kind of catches up very conveniently for the story. Conveniently arrives at the same time at the tower through some, some very unearthly magic.
Wow, guys, we all meet.
You make
Hey.
your way.
So, and I'm gonna kind of hand Nilo the letter that I got from the soldier. This is what we found at the infirmary. One of the soldiers who was badly burned handed me this after I healed him.
Which soldier? Like,
All right,
our
I
soldier?
can't confirm that it wasn't Terrio. I couldn't see him the entire time.
Gas comes crawling out of the bag.
This
Guys, why are
was
you
Can
I don't know.
confirm-
Which
Neil
side?
shoves me in the bag, and we flew here. As
I
far as
cannot confirm or deny if it was Terrio that burned that soldier. He was able to elude my vision for a while.
I
Did your
think at this I think we can trust Tyrael, okay? You
I'm
don't
sure
have
it's not
to-
terrible. We should be fine. Just
He's like, I don't know. I have the gun right here. Let me pull the trigger, please, for my sake.
also, Teriel, can you talk to Kianis about like the school's curriculum eventually after this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Can we focus first on the fact that I think an
Yeah.
attack on my tower might be
Yes,
imminent?
it is definitely an attack on the tower. Okay.
was the
I
attack on
mean,
the
we're
tower?
not like.
Wait,
You're talking along the way, you know. You're like running along the
tower is
way.
I
not
hope you
good.
know right now, if anything, Daryl's freaking blazing through the forest.
yeah.
If we're still
I
running
say,
together,
like,
I,
Nilo is still flying. It's just Gaz has his head out of the bag.
I'm
Like-
As
assuming
after
we're all
hearing this, is
together.
no.
Yeah,
Just
like
we're all
imagine
together
like
at
you.
the tower.
Yeah, the town is a very small town. It wouldn't take much for everyone to kind of be, you know, like it wouldn't take much to kind of like you spend the extra oomph to, all kind of meet up almost simultaneously.
Quite literally flying with freaking flames on their feet.
and I'm just gonna chime in and be like, wait, doesn't your friend use portals? Why are we running here, Terrio?
You know,
Halfway, you get to the halfway mark before V points
it's
that
like,
out.
fuck it, we're halfway there.
Like we're already halfway here. Doesn't matter anymore.
Alright.
Okay. I think we need to get to the 10th tower before the attack. Because we don't know what's going to happen if the enemy meets with the other enemy. That could go very badly for either or it could just make them both more powerful. We don't know.
Yeah, we should
We
probably
just-
get down there and deal with that Belcore that's on the
We just
ninth
need to make
floor.
sure that the attack hasn't happened yet. We need
That's why we're
Keep
going.
running.
And
Yeah.
just keep running. That's all it is.
Fly faster!
I would like to say during this time, Terry just kind of like breathes into his hand, and basically, a small bird takes form, and he seems to attach a small letter around its foot, and it goes flying off in the distance.
Firebird and is that paper.
Who are you
not
sending a
flammable?
letter to, Terry?
You know exactly who I would be sending a letter to.
You get to, I'll say everyone, as you start to approach the gauntlet, you see the gauntlet almost lit up more than usual. Like, it seems like something is happening where a large amount of energy is currently being used in the tower. As you make your way to the entrance to the tower, there's so many different entrances, but like you get there to the first floor, and as you get there you see what looks to be what was once kind of like a broken off door now seems to be completely burned down. Ashes. The door is now completely turned to just a wooden pile of ashes. The bridge that
Oh,
was
no.
covering to the first floor just seems, all the wood just seems to be burned with reckless abandonment, as whatever was coming through here had no care for stealth. You see, as you begin to make your way, you feel this incense, like the smell of bodies, of burnt bodies, seem to almost assault your nostrils immediately as you get into the first floor. I feel like you start seeing almost like a sense of like deja vu coming about your body as you start to see like burn marks into the actual stone itself. As you see what looks to be a few ghouls that seem to have been, like, some seem to be cut in half, some seem to be burned. This whole tower seems like there was a battle that took place. You see only but like one singular like human that seems to have died along the way. Um, not to the not dog don't die. Just so many of these seem to have been just dead as you start to make your way down to the floors. Like all of like you see all the sideway paths completely like untouched. They whatever is happening is looks like they are immediately going to the bottommost floor in the fastest way possible.
We're taking the teleporter.
The entire time it feels just going, it's happening. It's happening again. It's happening again. It's happening
Fine.
again.
It'll be fine.
Calm
You get to ninth
down.
floor. Get to ninth
I don't even know
floor.
what you're talking about, but calm down.
Oh my god. Just
Oh, I'm ready to kill these fuckers.
It's
She's like-
happening.
she's like
technical
freaking
tower.
Yeah, she's freaking out again because she's just having so much deja vu. It's almost like she's back in the first place, but like she's all alone.
Guys starting to panic as well. Memories of dying. Trying to
If you'll
stop
calm
get
me down,
in.
Ophelia, I will slap Terrio.
That's the
Like-
opposite of calming. That's my fucking boyfriend.
You
What?
you,
You
you
are.
feel you
Wait
feel
a
a vine kind of wrap around your leg though.
As you make your way down there, what you like Gaz takes you immediately to the teleporter that's on the first floor that y'all never even like found.
Wow.
Yeah, you see
I think
Gaz,
the ones after the first
Yeah,
floor
you
we
see-
Yeah.
found.
you see Gaz switch from his tome, and underneath his cloak, he pulls out like a skull of a kobold with a glowing green flame in it, and it like pulls it over the wall, and you see it like phase out. Quickly, here, use the teleporter to get down to the ninth floor.
Yeah, this is the only room that we haven't been in.
You just
And
you don't
you
have
make
time. We just gotta dive.
Here,
which floor? I will say you won't be able to get to the ninth floor. The lowest
8.
floor that you would discover would be 8.
Eight.
Yeah.
all the way down to 8 immediately.
Looking if they made it there already. If they have, then-
Nilo wants to go to the third to make sure that like what's going on with the ghouls. He's just going to go to the 8th. This is more important.
There's no time for the ghouls. Hopefully, the
Hence
flesh
why
bowl
it's more
that
important. Why do you think I'm going with the? Go back in the bag.
I'm the one getting us
Just
down
shove 'em in the bag.
down
You
into
are
the 8th
still
floor.
in the bag. Shut up.
He crawled out of the bag while he's doing this. While
You
he
make
pulled
your
out his
way to the 8th floor. And as you do, you teleport straight to the 8th floor, knowing that that was one of the floors you went to. And as you make your way, you're all scrambling out of this, as there's only there's a few ways down to the 9th floor. And let me go ahead and let the map load for a second.
Mhm.
As you make your way out of the small alcove in the 8th floor, you basically find yourself on that bridge next to the water, where that beast that was the beast that was Farah playing with. He seems to be at least hiding, or if not there, he seems to be like, as Farah could kind of see, he's kind of like hiding underneath the water itself. And let me green gas on here.
Hey,
There we go. And as you see, yeah, Farah, did you want to do anything for a second?
well, if she notices him being scared, she's gonna kind of come up to him and kind of crouching on the surface of the water, holding on the tension. She's gonna go. Has there been somebody else who's been down here?
Because fire burn. Next floor went down. Fire burn.
Fuck. How do we get down to the next floor?
We're just gonna follow
That's
the blazing fire.
You'll
There is
see
a giant hole
as
here.
You guys know the quickest way down, right?
there was a giant hole here, though the ladder does seem to be burned on the way down.
There we got here.
Well, guys,
Oh,
You
We're
see
late.
also a giant spider corpse.
you see
That-
Terrell jump down into the hole.
You see what looks to be a giant spider corpse that seems to be completely burned. Its whole body just this is the same, like the markings match exactly the spider you fought before, except this time it seems as it was killed with fire itself.
okay.
Materials. You guys would know where the other exits down to the 9th floor would be on from the ends, right?
This would definitely be the quickest. The other way would be a very long spiral staircase.
But you said the way down the hole, the ladder is burned, so we can't.
The ladder is like partially burned. It would be like you would be able to get down it, but you might take a little bit of fall damage on your way down as you're trying to kind of like jump down.
Oh, I can just. I can carry like.
I was gonna just
two of
grab
ya.
like
Ophelia's
gas
immediately
and just
start
jump
going
down.
Oh, I can grab two of you. I'm grabbing.
You
two
can
of
you can like marriage like carry Ophelia
Carry-
and jump down.
I like
Yeah,
to
it's like
imagine Nilo just dropping.
And
like a
and
fly.
Nilo can
Yeah, it's
attach
like, I'm taking
to
gas.
yeah
Yeah.
If actually I can take
Farah and Gaz.
take Farah and Gaz, and Ruby can just go with Teriel.
V's
Yeah.
the only one that doesn't actually like have a way down effectively.
I can
Oh,
just.
Like,
listen.
V's fine.
I
You
have
can
I have a really stupid idea.
What do you want?
Gaz can
Oh,
look like a
looks
bird,
like
by the
one
way.
here.
What are you doing, V?
Wait.
You're the only one